Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Derek Fisher.
This is the Rumor Report with Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
All right, Derek Fisher just recently did an interview with Bleacher Report, and he talked about all kinds of things. It's a pretty long interview, and if you have time to read the whole thing, you should. But he also said, if the worst thing someone has to say about me is that I'm now going out with a woman who used to be married to this guy I worked with for a year 6 years ago. All right, of course he is talking about Matt Barnes and how he is now with Gloria Govan. Now, Matt Barnes responded. He said, listen, man, I got some extra time right now since I'm on a flight. Let's put this to bed once and for all. Right hand to God. I left G July 2014, talking about Gloria. Then I divorced her January 1st, 2015. So this rat didn't steal anything. She was single and free to do her. Fast forward to October, I got a call from one of my sons that this clown was at my house. So I went to check the situation out. After he caught the first right hand and hit the sliding glass door, people grabbed me and he ran through the house screaming, begging, and pleading to talk. That night, unfortunately, I didn't have time to talk. I had a lady friend at my condo in the marina waiting on me.
Listen,
so he goes on to talk about how Derek Fisher filed a restraining order. He said, I did what any real man would do. He said, if a former friend teammate was at the house he pays for and didn't know about it. So if we're going to talk about the situation, let's at least be honest. No need to talk tough or act like a G now.
All I know is Derek Fisher better marry that woman since he almost died for that poom poom. But damn, ain't all of them a little too old to be beefing over a chick? Or just don't that whole triangle don't seem a little too old to be beefing about?
A little old.
All of them over 40. Well, not Matt Barnes. I don't think Matt Barnes over 40. Yet close to it.
It's close.
But come on.
Right.
Stop it.
And Derek Fisher in this interview also says, I've been getting judged since I was 6. I laugh at anything really or anybody who thinks somehow I'm going to crawl up into a hole and not still win and be successful because people have been telling me I can't for a very long time.
Basically, Derek saying I got beat up, but I got your bitch.
Well,
That's all
now he's talking about work now. He's talking about other
what
things.
Work?
You
don't work?
Basically getting fired. And
I wouldn't want to hire nobody who's involved in an immature situation like that either, to be honest with you. That's just immature. That shows a lack of maturity to be arguing over a woman at 42 years old.
All right. Now let's discuss Drake. There was somebody who was pretending to be his manager and said that he was selling his house. And the media took hold of the story and ran with it. The LA Times posted that Drake had listed his property for $20 million and all of that. So there also was a real estate agent as well. So somehow, some way, somebody scammed everyone into thinking that Drake had his house for sale. That's a lot of money. Is this house worth $20 million?
I don't know.
All right, and also let's talk Kim Kardashian and the jewelry that was stolen from her in Paris. This is going to hurt your heart when I tell you this story, okay? Now, they're talking about this stuff that was stolen from her. They said some of the jewelry, which was valued at $1.6 million, those pieces, that stuff was melted down. And they actually got between $26,000 and $30,000 for that. So imagine the jewelry is really worth $1.6 million, but after it's melted down, it's only worth between $26,000 and $30,000. Now, as for the $4 million ring, they said that ring is still intact, but there's no chance of finding it. They said that ring immediately went to the Belgium black market. So it's over.
So basically, they robbed Kim for nothing, is what you're telling me.
They got barely any money.
Well, they got the $35,000, however they got for the ring, but Kim don't care because she got insurance, so they're gonna pay that money regardless. So she's good money.
Yeah, it's just a horrifying situation.
Right.
And Paris Jackson, Michael Jackson's daughter, is officially going to be on Lee Daniels' show Star. She has booked her first acting gig.
Oh, nice.
We told you before she was on the cover of Rolling Stone, and we read some of that to you about her identifying as black and Michael telling her that she was black her whole life. So she recently met with Lee Daniels for a screen test, and they said she's a natural. She's been taking acting for years now, so this is going to be her breakout year.
Well, I heard Lee is hiring Paris because he wants black people to feel better about themselves. He's already got a white woman on the show to make white people feel better about themselves, so now he hired a white black woman to make black people feel better about themselves.
All right, well, I'm Angela Yee, and that is your Rumor Reports.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. Now, up next is the People's Choice Mix. You want to hear something? 800-585-1051. Get your request in. Don't go anywhere.
Oh, and happy born day to Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington is 40 today. Drop on the clue bomb.
The big 4-0.
Yes, 40. You know, women don't like when I say this, but you know, you got to give props to women that are aging like wine and not milk. And when a woman turns 40 and she still look as good as Kerry Washington, we call her vintage vagina. That's just what it is.
She looks good. She looks great.
She looks amazing.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And listen, all of these young women, all of these older women are killing these young women out here in these streets nowadays. You may not like that problematic Stacey Dash, but she's 50. Okay, Halle Berry, well over 40. J-Lo, well over 40. Y'all young girls need to start drinking more water.
Well, yeah.
Drink more water, man.
Well, Latin, stop doing all that plastic surgery.
And them drugs.
And plastic surgery, man.
Yeah, you're right. Plastic surgery at an early
Plastic
age.
surgery.
You don't know what you're going to look like. Mm-hmm. And you already getting things done at 20. But I'm not here to tell you what to do with your body. That's not my place.
I am. Just don't go in the basement to get it done. Do not go in nobody's basement to get ass shots. It's against the law, and it's not having you look right.
And it's unnecessary.
There you go. All right. Well, the mix is up next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.